Oh, hey folks, how you doing there? Dude, coming at you of all things, gonna be January 24th. Monday? No, it's Tuesday. Tuesday, January 24th. So we're coming to you today, coming to you. Things are, well, they're looking really spiffy. Donald Trump is coming out of the chute like, well, a bull who just got kicked in the nuts, tased with his tail on fire, and loaded up to the gills with about 3 pots of coffee, ready to rock and effing roll. Right off the bat, looking at some of the casual things I've noticed him doing, he's kept Comey on in the FBI. Now, there's a reason why he's done this. There is a continuity of travel of things. By and large, most people could look at Comey and go, okay, he was not a political shill. The guy that's in the FBI has a 10-year run to maintain continuity from administration to administration. It's a 10-year administrative lock-in. Now, he does serve at the pleasure of the president. The president can pretty much go, you know what? No, I'm not too terribly impressed with you. You gotta go. And he can unceremoniously unseat him, throw him to the curb, let him figure it out on his own what he's doing for his next career choices. But by and large, Trump has wanted to keep that continuity of power. So Comey is still in place. That said, I've been hearing many people going on about, well, Hillary's going to get pardoned. Slight problem. You can't be pardoned if you're not guilty of something. That's right. She is not physically charged with anything yet. That point now has to be made, and of course, Comey, as a carryover, is not held back, curtailed, or restricted from following through and doing those things that he really, truly probably wished he could do, except Obama. Biden was probably not even somebody in the mix, but definitely Obama, Hillary, and the whole cadre of leftist freaks that you normally have in the Congress, the Senate, and any other place they're in the news media, we're just going to rip them to shreds. That's why he held back, probably. That said, there is all kinds of still good information, all kinds of still good stuff hanging out on the corners, around the edges, and ready to be pulled back out into the light. And it is not going to be pretty to see what happens to Hillary when all this stuff comes to fold. And case in point, that stuff is still out there, okay? It hasn't gone anywhere. There's a lot of things that have not been taken into play. Obama's executive orders probably aren't really worth the paper that they're written on. The problem is, though, is that once they're started, you then have to unstart them. I think what it is Trump unceremoniously is just going to basically just start killing things and writing his own executive orders. He signed 3 big ones the other day, and the leftists are losing their effing minds. Also, he's reached out to the unions. Now, you have those people going on, well, Democrats are mostly in the unions, and Democrats are mostly getting support from the unions, and the unions are going to do this, that, and the other thing. Okay, look at the bottom line. The way the Democrats have done stuff, Detroit is in ruins. A lot of union-run businesses are now overseas. The union guys aren't going to be exactly sucking up to Trump totally, but let's just say that they really, truly will probably at least want to, at the very slightest, give them their ears to at least see what the guy is about. That said, they did have a meeting, and the union guy was like, Trump was unbelievably respectful of us, and this, that, and the other thing. Okay, he's trying to make things go back in process. He will be nothing but a decent guy to work with. Anybody that knows Trump from New York City knows, and I'm going to express this most profoundly, anybody that wants to get anything done in New York City has to work on both sides of the aisle, has to grease wheels, has to make nice with the Democrats, or you don't get squat done. That's just how it is in New York City. It is the most unionized, most restricted, most unbelievably, prohibitively able to screw up a process, project, or anything they're in and make it the most expensive boondoggle ever seen by man in any place in time. That said, you will look about and see all these projects and everything that Donald Trump has managed, not just managed, but made work spectacularly in New York City in places all around the planet, in places where most people would go, well, how did he get that to happen? Number 1, he's good. Number 2, he's very good. Number 3, he is Donald Trump. Number 4, he is the deal maker. Art of the Deal. Read the book. Tells you everything you ever want to know about the guy. He does not see politics in making things happen in a business sense. The only thing he sees in terms of politics is, how do I have to hurdle this thing? How do I have to make it work? How do I have to go around, over, under, or through to make this process happen and make it look like both sides came out happy and smelling like a rose? No matter what you think about Donald Trump, if you watch that inauguration, he was humbled, okay? Yes, he is a raging, arrogant guy. That's the persona. He has the bravado. He's from New York City. That's how we roll, okay? That's just how we are. We have big personalities. We stand up for ourselves. We don't take crap from others. If you throw something at us, we're going to throw it right back in your effing face, because we don't tolerate that kind of crap. Because in New York City, if you let somebody step on you, they will continue to step on you. You have to stand up for yourself, or nobody else will. So, that's where that comes from. It's not a case of thin skin or the BS that the Democrats are now throwing around about he can't take it. Got bad news for you, assholes. He definitely could take it. He kicked 16 other Republicans out of the running, and he beat your best chick. All right, so here it is, case in point, as I see it currently. We're going to see things happening that are going to be done in such a way that the Democrats are going to be losing their effing minds, and on a daily basis. But damn, Sam, it's going to be fun as hell and funny as hell to observe as the casual observers. All right, folks, so now you guys know I still have this ongoing thing with Facebook, and I still have a 23-day block, so I am locked out. If you guys wish to see the live broadcast of Dude After Dark on Facebook, you cannot see it live unless I figure out some way to make that one work, which I very seriously tend to doubt doing it as a live thing. I'll have to do it as an archived video, but you'll have to go to Dude Jerky 2 on Facebook. You know, I usually throw that stuff in there. You know, Facebook.com, Dude Jerky 2. That's me on my alternate Facebook page. Of course, you also have Around the Cabin. You can come on by. Just talked to Rich a little while ago. He said, quote, "Everybody in my house is sick except for me." End quote. Oh, man, he's got his world cut out for him, and it's not going to be a fun world because he's the nurse. All right, folks, I'm going to break up on this one. Dude Jerky 2, aroundthecabin.com/campfire. Be sure to come on by and check me out tonight on my podcast, Dude After Dark. All good stuff like that there. Of course, I'll have to Beetlejuice before the show starts. I've been omitting that, and that's not good, okay? So if I don't Beetlejuice, things don't work out well. And this time I'll have the good interplay between me and Rich, so it's not me just talking for 1 hour straight, which... whew, gets kind of hard after a while. All right, folks, I'm going to break up with this one. Eat, cook, keep something as always, you know you love it. Oh, Trump, I toast you, sir. You're that elephant in the room that nobody knows what to do with. And damn, is it fun to watch. All right, folks, I'm going to break up with this one. See you guys.